Imagine two people. They both buy the same things: food, gas, clothes, a phone bill. But somehow, one of them always ends the month with money left, and the other one is always behind. Here's the strange part. The second person isn't spending more. They aren't lazy. They aren't irresponsible. But they are paying something extra, something invisible. A tax. Not a tax the government announces, not a tax written on a receipt, but a tax that quietly drains money. Every single day. Economists call this the poverty premium, but most people know it by another name. The hidden tax on being poor. And once you see it, you start noticing it everywhere. Let's start with a simple example. Meet Alex and Jordan. Alex has savings, Jordan doesn't. They both need to buy a washing machine. The machine costs $600. Alex pays $600. Done. Jordan walks into the same store, but Jordan can't pay $600 today. So the store offers something called easy monthly payments, $30 per month. Sounds helpful, but here's the trick. Jordan will end up paying $1,050 for the exact same washing machine. Alex paid $600. Jordan paid $1,050. Jordan didn't buy a better machine. Jordan just bought it while being poor. And this is where the hidden tax begins. Because when you don't have money, everything becomes more expensive. Another example, car insurance. Insurance companies charge higher prices to people with lower credit scores. But people often have low credit scores because they struggled financially. Which means if you're poor, insurance costs more. If insurance costs more, you stay poorer. It's a loop. Now let's talk about something even more common: groceries. If you're wealthy enough to shop at big warehouse stores, you can buy things in bulk. A giant pack of paper towels, a big bag of rice, a 24-pack of toothpaste, and buying in bulk is cheaper. But if you don't have spare money, you can't buy bulk. You buy smaller packages, which cost more per item. So once again, the same product becomes more expensive just because of your situation. And that's only the beginning, because the hidden tax shows up in places people rarely notice. Now let's look at one of the biggest hidden taxes: banking. Millions of people don't have a bank account. Instead, they use check cashing stores. Why? Because banks often require minimum balances. And if your balance drops too low, you get hit with fees. Overdraft fee, monthly fee, penalty fee. For someone already struggling, these fees stack up quickly. So instead of banks, many people use payday lenders. Here's how payday loans work. You borrow $300, but when payday arrives, you owe about $345. That's a huge fee for a tiny loan. If you can't pay it back, you borrow again, and again, and again. Some people stay stuck in this cycle for years, but the hidden tax isn't just about money. It's also about time. Imagine your car breaks down. Alex can afford repairs immediately. Jordan cannot. Jordan waits 2 weeks to save enough money. During those 2 weeks, Jordan takes the bus. The bus takes an extra hour every day. 2 hours round trip. That's 40 extra hours lost in a month. Time is money. And the hidden tax steals both. But there's one place where the hidden tax becomes massive: housing. People with higher incomes usually qualify for cheaper mortgages. People with lower incomes often rent. Renters pay every month, but they build no ownership. Over 30 years, many renters pay more money than homeowners, but they end up owning nothing. House owner builds equity. Renter pays forever. And this difference compounds for decades. Now here's the surprising part. This system wasn't designed as a punishment. It's simply how risk works in markets. Banks charge more to risky borrowers. Stores charge interest for delayed payments. Insurance companies price risk. But when you combine all of these systems, something strange happens. The people with the least money pay the most. It's like climbing a hill. People with money start halfway up. People without money start at the bottom. And the slope gets steeper every step. That's why escaping poverty is so difficult. It's not just about earning more, it's about stopping the hidden leaks. And the biggest secret of wealth is not income, it's efficiency. Wealthy people avoid unnecessary costs. They buy in bulk. They use low-interest credit. They invest early. Small advantages. But repeated over decades, those advantages become massive. So what can we learn from this? The hidden tax isn't about blaming anyone. It's about understanding the system. Once you see it, you start noticing small ways to avoid it. Building even a tiny emergency fund, avoiding high-interest debt, using cheaper financial tools. These small changes don't eliminate the system, but they can help you step around the worst traps. Because the biggest difference between people who stay stuck and people who escape is often just one thing. And now that you know the hidden tax exists, you'll see it everywhere.